Hey, I wanted to recreate yesterday's look and tell you about the products that I used. And as you know, I'm never going to recommend anything to you unless I've tried it first and I feel like it's something that I love. I'm not just going to ever try to sell you anything. Most everything that I'm going to tell you about today, I am going to link in my Amazon storefront. I will make a new Amazon storefront that is called Fresh Face Makeup. Okay, so it's not the dramatic look that I did the tutorial about. This is more of an everyday, lighter, fresher face look. Okay, so look for that storefront. Click my picture right here, click on the Linktree link, and then that will take you to a little thing you can click to go to my Amazon storefront and look for the storefront named Fresh Face Makeup. All right, first of all, for the techniques that I use, you can reference my makeup tutorial parts that I've already posted. I do have a separate tutorial posted just about the lip, so I'm just going to be telling you about the products today. First of all, I use a food service piece of tinfoil for my foundation, and I think I have found a new Holy Grail foundation, and they're $6 a piece on Amazon. No joke, you can buy a 2-pack for $12, okay, or you can buy them individually. This is the LA Colors Truly Matte Foundation. The colors I have mixed together are natural and sand. This is what they look like. I have mixed them together. I have a warm yellow, golden, olive undertone. Okay, 2 pumps of each of these directly on the food service foil. I take my brush, doesn't matter what brush, just a brush that looks kind of like this, and I mix them together. Before I mix them, I have sprayed 3 sprays, the number probably doesn't matter, but 3 sprays of this Cover FX setting spray. I sprayed it directly on top of the pumps of foundation. And then I took my little paintbrush here, loaded it up, and pounced all over. Pounce, 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 all over. Reloading the brush as necessary, brought it down a little bit on my neck, all the way over my eyelids, all the way up under my eyes, over my lips. Yes, I put foundation on my lips. I think it helps your lipstick stay on better. All over until well covered. I'm assuming this is somewhat of a buildable foundation. I didn't feel like I needed to keep going, but if you wanted a heavier look, you could, I'm sure, by continuing to pounce and apply. Then I fold my tinfoil over and put everything away. I'm actually traveling today, so I'm putting everything in a travel bag. The next product that I used, I did not contour today. I did not contour my cheeks. I went directly into bronzer today. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in number 3. Took a big old fluffy powder brush, loaded up my bronzer brush, went under the brow bone at the hairline and just pounced in a little bit. And then I did a new thing. I went up kind of in a V right here to create a roundness of my cheek. Not a roundness, but a little reverse, kind of a Nike swoop right here to just give the illusion of more of a protruding cheekbone. This is bronzer. I also pounced a little bit up here at the hairline, and I took it under the chin a little bit to define the jaw. Okay, no harsh contour today. The next products that I used are the LA Colors Strobing Illuminating Powder in the color Flashing Pink. And I also layered that with Tarte blush in the color Flush. And this is what that looks like. And I also took a brush, my normal blush brush, and I went back and forth between these 2 products, loading them up like this. And then started at the top, at the hairline, just under my temple, pounced until I got about the outer third of my cheek, about a third of the way under my eye. And I did this on both sides. I do not smile and do the cheek apple because when we're older and we do this, then now our apple is down here because of gravity. You see this? If I had done the apples, this is where that would have ended up. So we do it with a relaxed face, keeping the face straight and not tilted. I did contour my nose like in my makeup tutorial with the Kevyn Aucoin contouring powder. It's called the Sculpting Powder in medium. I load the brush and I come down Just pouncing a little bit, swiping a little bit in quick strokes down each side, leaving a very narrow center that is not contoured. And this narrows the face and narrows my nose because I have a very wide nose right here. But I disguise it very well with the contour powder and then a little bit to raise the tip up. I did use the Catrice Under Eye Brightener Instant Awake in the shade Light Rose. I loaded my Beauty Blender and went under the eye and up just a little bit. Love this under eye brightener. Just taking it up to the temple. I don't have anything to conceal, but I use this product as an under eye brightener. You can also bring this product down in the marionette lines just to bring them out and reduce that sunken in look right here. Anything you want to bring out, this is a great product for that. This is very inexpensive. I think it also is about $6. Catrice Under Eye Brightener, Instant Awake in the color Light Rose. Apply with the Beauty Blender. My eye foundation is the same that I always use, which is the Thrive Eye Brightener Cream Sticks. I use Blythe on the bottom third of the lid, and I use Sophia under the brow bone. I draw these on, and then I take a brush dedicated for this product. This is actually the BK something or other, Angie Hot and Flashy that I bought from the TikTok shop. And I just smoosh this in, pouncing it around to blend it on the lid. I bought this gigantic set of brushes from the TikTok shop. This is in my showcase. I think this was like $17 or something for all these brushes. I think there's 45 pieces to this set. This is in my showcase. I wanted to use it before I talked about it. I am using the angled shading brush number 4. And I'm also using a third Thrive Eye Brightening Stick, and this is in the color Cali. It's a little bit of a taupe, and I put this starting at the lash line about a third of the way in, up and out, and then I brought this into the crease and just slightly up on the brow bone. Do not start way down. We don't want to bring the eye down. We want to bring the eye up. So we start here, we come out, and then we come in. All right. This takes a pretty good rubbing of this on your eye because it's very faint. It's not highly pigmented, which is what I like for a nice day look. Then I did want to blend this a little bit. So using this brush number 4, I just pounced and blended it in a little bit. This is quickly becoming one of my holy grail products. This is the Adriana Nicole in the color Goddess. Love this product. It's also in my showcase. Put a little bit of it on the finger. It doesn't take much. Look at that beautiful sparkle. And then I just tapped this on, rubbed it a little bit, but mainly look at that, how beautiful it is. Just tap this on. And this is very nice and beautiful out in the sun. It reflects the light really beautifully. Adriana Nicole, Goddess is the color. I also love Ethereal. That's kind of a pinky purple, but this is just a really good accent. You see how beautiful that is without being crazy sparkly. If you know me, you know I stencil my eyebrows on, and this product this is the color. This is the product Mad Love. Mad Love in the color Taupe. It's a spongy, waxy. The product is up in the lid. You just twist to load the sponge, put your stencil on, pounce this, and your eyebrow is on. Okay. I do take a spoolie. I brush them up. I then tweeze any eyebrows that are not in the stencil. And then I set that with Charlotte Tilbury Brow Fix, which is just like a little bit of hairspray for your eyebrows. Revlon tweezers. Better than Tweezerman in my opinion. My holy grail mascara is Thrive Cosmetics in the color Bryn, which is black. I did do upper and lower lashes today, but if you'll notice, I did not do any dark eyeshadow to look like eyeliner today. Just a very fresh look. Last but not least, my lip combo, which is pinned in its own video. The products used today are the Merle Norman Spiced Rose Lip Pencil Plus for liner and main color, leaving the pout empty. For the pout, it's Charlotte Tilbury in Kim KW. And today's lip gloss is Hank & Henry Graffiti Glitz in the color Kingdom. This is what I used in a mini tutorial for today's look. I love it. Dress up, y'all. Fix up, y'all. It'll make you feel better. Really, it will.